Once Articulate is installed, you will see an Articulate ribbon in your PowerPoint. And so here I have Articulate selected, and we have different groups. One is to record narration, add annotations, and we will talk about these features. There's additional items that you can explore. And then we have the insert. A part of the Articulate Studio 13 package, there's a number of items that are included. For example, creating a quiz using QuizMaker, and that could be a standalone quiz or inserted as a slide into your presentation. This is helpful for a self-check. Then there's also Engage, and Engage has a variety of templates where you simply add text, images, video, or audio and create a rich, engaging learning module. That too can be added to your presentation. Also, we have Character Bundle, and you could add an illustrated or a photographic image. And what's nice about these characters is that they have expressions or poses that help enhance your communication. So it adds an engaging element. Also, you're able to insert any videos that are from file or from the web. You could also record from a webcam. There's also the Flash videos and web objects. Now, what's interesting about a web object is that you could add a web page and it's live in the sense that you could narrate over that and guide students through entering the information or directing them to a certain path. So it's rather engaging in that way. It's a very nice feature. Then we have the tools and the preview and publishing options. I'm not going to get into these, but go ahead and try out the preview just to see how things are working. Something to note with preview is that if you insert a video or a website, you will not be able to view those slides. Only the PowerPoint slides and your audio is what will display in the preview mode. So now let's take a look at the narration group. I'm going to click on Record Narration, and it's going to open up a new window, creating a mini teleprompter. So this is the mini teleprompter that's created. We have the record mode. Here we have the control panel, and I've already got this started. When we start, the button will read start recording, but I've already started that. So then up here it shows animations remaining. We have one. Now, since we have the one animation started here, I could just be reading from the teleprompter. When I'm done with it, then I click Next Animation to bring the next bullet in and then address that using the script over here in the teleprompter. So I'll stop recording, and to navigate through the slides, you're going to record slide by slide, but you could jump to the different slides. Just jump to a different one and start recording there. Now, looking at these thumbnails, I should show you that wherever there's a microphone, that indicates there was a recording already associated with it and the amount of time. If you don't see a microphone, but you have the duration of, say, 5-10 seconds, that's because each bullet is allowed 5 seconds. So if you have 2 bullets, it will probably show 10 seconds already there. Also, you could navigate slide by slide using the front and back arrow, okay, or the right and left arrow. Something else I would like to show you would be the annotation tools. Now, to annotate, we would select from the drop-down Add Annotations, and we could see what tools we could add to it. Now, this is best used when you already have the slide recorded, the narration recorded, because when I click the Start Annotation, it's going to play back the narration, and at the appropriate time, I will click an arrow to point to something in particular. Now, having one arrow selected here indicates that whenever I click again, the first one will disappear. If I have 3, it indicates I'm going to have all of the arrows stay on the slide. One of my favorite tools is Spotlight, because I could highlight a certain section and everything else will be dimmed. Kind of a nice effect there. When you do the annotating, if you're going to change directions of the arrow or any other changes along, well, options here, you'll want to pause. Now, this is a playback button, but when you start annotation, it turns to a pause, and then you have the stop as well. Something that I want to emphasize is that when you record or you do annotations, you're always going to use this one button. And if you need to pause it, then use this button, which will change to a pause. Here, I'll show you. So there we go. And you see that I could pause right there, and then I do the resume, okay? And stop. A confusing point is when we have the square icon to stop recording. Some have thought that that's the way you stop the recording. Well, it isn't. It's the way to stop the playback using this button. You play and stop, play and stop. When someone has used this before during their recording, they actually lost all the recording. So you always do your annotations and your record narration from this button. So once we're done, we will save and close, and then I'll show you how to share your package. Okay, a way that you can share your Articulate source files with me would be to go to File, Share, click Articulate Package, and do it again. And this is going to zip your PowerPoint and the Articulate file together. Simply identify where you're going to locate it, and then create package, and from that location attach that zipped file to an email to me. So I hope that helps, and good luck.